Good morning, good morning. Welcome to our Talks with Anthony. Today we're going to have a insightful conversation. For those that are new to the channel, we bring mental health conversation and content that's going to be beneficial to your personal development in addition to your well-being. However, in today's conversation, we're going to be talking about something major, right? It's going to be how to manage stress through deep breathing techniques, right? So we got to take in consideration that, there's evidence-based breathing techniques and exercises that are going to be able to help you reduce that stress, calm your nervous system, and improve your focus and emotional balance, right? So that emotional regulation. So if people out here trying to stress you out, some people out here trying to get you cranky, this is really going to help you keep yourself leveled out, smooth. So you're looking at things like, I ain't even tripping today, I'm cooling, And you're just in your own world on a peaceful note, right? So peace of mind is really something you can't put a dollar amount on it, and I really want you guys to have that. And let's dive into something that you're going to really be able to benefit from. So stick with me, grow with me, let's learn something. So our first thing we're going to be talking about in regards to our introduction, we're going to be talking about the power of the breath, right? So we got to breathe. We have the air and it's for free, you feel me? So we gotta, enjoy the things that were put here for us to navigate as we are humans, right? So stress is avoidable, is a part of our life, in modern day life. In addition to that, right? So whether you're at work, you're dealing with that pressure, you have family responsibilities, or even just a constant buzz of just notifications always just coming in our minds and our bodies and interfering with, our state of that tension, right? We gotta take in consideration that, the key to managing the overall stress, as mentioned, is something that is simple, and it's that breath, it's our breathing, right? So deep breathing isn't just, a relaxing trick. It's not something that's just going to be something that you just do, But this is really something that is powerful to be able to calm that nervous system, calm and help you focus, help you really gain, some insight in regards to what's really going on and really keeping you grounded. So we're able to create that space to help you overall reduce that stress. So like I said, stick with me, grow with me. We're really going to be able to navigate this video so you're able to really benefit something for yourself, your mental health, your personal development as you're navigating through life's difficulties. In our first segment, we're going to be talking about why deep breathing works. So off the rip, we're going to be talking about it activates the parasympathetic nervous system. So deep breathing shifts the body out of the fight or flight and into the rest in the digest mode, right? So it lets you kind of just relax and get you into that smooth setting, right? Next is going to be regulates heart rate and blood pressure. So the slow breathing helps lower cortisol, which is that stress hormone, and reduce physical symptoms of stress. So these are really proven, right? So it helps regulate that blood flow, what's really going on in that body, and improves that mental clarity in regards to that mental health. Let's talk about that. So it clears the mental fog and supports better decision making during stressful moments. Like I said, it gets real out here. There's really a lot of situations in school settings, people out there in the work, like this is really something that can just benefit kids, but adults too. We all can benefit from this because our mental health is very important. So we need to be able to have emotional regulation to be able to deal with things, because we have to take in consideration that, anything that we do, we have what consequences, always going to be an outcome. There's always so we got to take that in consideration. Same way we do with math problems, is always going to, these equations always equal something. You feel me? You got to think about it. Our actions are the same exact way. So I want us to improve our mental clarity and our decision making in addition to our stress levels by deep breathing. So in regards to some research insights from a 2017 study published by the Frontiers in Psychology, found that slow breathing significantly reduces perceived stress and improve mood and attention. So let's take into that consideration and let's benefit from, like I said, that deep breathing. Next segment, we're going to be talking about common mistakes when breathing under stress. Off rip, shallow chest breathing is the number one. So stress cause rapid, right? Shallow breathing from the chest, reinforcing anxiety, right? So common mistakes when breathing under stress, we got to know how to do it properly. We got to let ourselves, calm down, get ourselves grounded, right? So that shallow chest breathing is not going to be it. Next is going to be breathe holding, right? So many people subconsciously hold their breath under pressure, like you're underwater, something like that. This is not going to be good. Your body needs what? Oxygen. You feel me? We need oxygen the same way that other plants and, animals under the sea, they need oxygen, right? Look into that. We need to be able to breathe. So holding your breath is not going to be it. Next is going to be over breathing, right? So breathing too quickly can cause, lightheadedness or even reverse that anxiety. So, we have to, like I said, have a steady flow, a decent pattern. We're able to just breathe, allowing them oxygen to be able to come in, rest, and then exhale and let it come out. So we have to let ourselves, like I said, get ourselves grounded, because doing all these other things is making ourselves more tense, more anxious, and putting ourselves under more pressure. So we need to be able to reduce this by doing it the proper way. So let's talk about that in the next transition in regards to foundational deep breathing techniques. So our first technique is going to be the diaphragmatic belly breathing, right? So breathing in, through your nose, expanding your belly, right? Not your chest. If necessary, hold your belly, Let your belly, move, not your chest, right? So we really got to really make sure we're doing this the correct way. So exhale through your mouth, right? Helps, the nervous system, regain that energy in addition to that oxygen intake in regards to that belly breathing. Next, we're going to be talking about box breathing, 4-4-4, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to inhale for 4 seconds. You're going to hold it for 4 seconds. And then exhale for the 4 seconds. So let that rest. Then you're gonna hold it for 4 seconds, and then you're gonna recycle and do the same thing again, and it's gonna make a box. So used by the Navy SEALs and athletes to stay calm under pressure. So this technique is used by probably your favorite athlete that you don't even know, or even the Navy SEALs that serve the country. So we got to take this into consideration, because this is a technique that's really gonna be able to keep you grounded. Right. Next technique is gonna be the 3-7-8 breathing. Right. So inhale for 4 seconds. You hold that for 7 seconds, exhale for 8 seconds, right? And that makes the 4-7-8. And that's the breathing overall, which is going to help your sleep, anxiety, and in regards to that regulation, right? So, which is really important if you want to get that good sleep. And like I said, keep your body neutral and calm. Fourth is going to be the resonance breathing, which is 5-6 breathing per minute, right? So inhale and exhale slowly for 5-6 seconds, each. And then use in the heart rate variability, which is the HRV, training in emotional regulation. So step by step, guided, which is going to be able to help you in regards to these techniques. And it'll be helping your framing of your body in regards to your breathing, getting, your body the oxygen it needs to be able to regulate and calm yourself down, right? So by doing these breathing exercises. Full segment, we're going to be just diving right into is when and how to use these, techniques. So how is it going to be benefiting you? So key points in, the first in regards to the segment is going to be in the moment, right? So off rip, when you realize that something's going on before, a big meeting or during, an argument, or when you just feel overall or just overwhelmed, just take about 60 seconds to do a deep breathing. Exercise can really help you, regain control of your emotional state and reset that as well. Next is going to be as a, daily practice. You can really take this into consideration of, spending time, finding the right time where you have 5-10 minutes to really just find a quiet area, a calm area. You're right. If you got to dim the lights and just get yourself, in a neutral state, do what you got to do, right? So you can do this in the morning, the evening. These have long-term benefits when you are consistent. Next is going to be, just overall, just like maintaining these habits, right? So pair it with the journaling, pair it with that meditation, pair it with movement. So when you're doing different things within your day that's overall benefiting your self-care and your regimen in regards to your mental health, you just find this and just mix it and blend it into, your habit, right? So when you are intentional, when you make the effort, things will happen, specifically for yourself. So take this in consideration. Our next segment, we're going to be talking about deep breathing for long-term stress management. Like I said, when we're consistent, we're intentional, the good things do happen. So consistency matters. Like any skill, the more you practice, the more you obviously going to benefit from it. You're going to get better at it, and it's obviously natural when it comes to high stress moments. So this is going to help you, when you're just consistent, it's going to become natural, and it's going to become a part of your pattern, part of your system. Next is going to be stack with habits, right? So add breathing work to an existing habit, right? So like I said, if you before you're brushing your teeth in the morning or even after lunch, try to squeeze it in an appropriate area where it can become a habit where it's just kind of natural for you. So implement that. Next is going to be track that impact, right? So use journaling or apps to be able to notice moments of, your mood, your focus, and your sleep. So, by doing journaling every morning or every night, or just find that time, like I said, it's appropriate for yourself, you're going to be able to recognize things are going to be beneficial. I'm seeing different changes in my patterns. I'm seeing improvement. I'm being more calmer than I usually was probably 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago, or whatever. Like, you're seeing consistency as you're being intentional and consistent. So like I said, just try and find times if you want to be able to have the benefits of long term and really improve your overall net wellness and your well-being. You gotta, like I said, do the work. and great things will happen for you. So just wrapping this video up in regards to breathing, to reset and reconnect and reclaim yourself. This is really going to be able to help you. So like I said, your breath will always be with you. The air is free, you know what I mean? Be around the trees, you know, we get that good quality air, get your, you know what I mean, get your body right, right? This is something that is a tool that's going to be able to benefit you, you know, throughout your lifetime. Anywhere can create, you know, that calmness. You can regain that focus. You're able to reconnect, being in that present moment, and you're able to also to regulate yourself, emotional regulation, which is very important. So I'm asking you, in the world full of distractions, find somewhere where you're able to reduce that noise, regain, you know, that calmness by, you know, breathing deeply to, you know, activate that self-care. And even the small things in regards to the being in the big picture can help you reduce that stress when you are building that consistency and you're building this thing with intention. And I'm asking you once again to pause, breathe, and reset, and this will benefit you down the line. So if you found this video beneficial, give it a thumbs up, share if possible, comment if necessary, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.